Chapter 4. What is design thinking? Design thinking is a human-centered approach to innovation that draws from the designer's toolkit to integrate the needs of the people, the possibilities of technology, and the requirements for the business success. Now, what is design? And if you look around or observe how often and how frequently we use the term design, we say, "What is your design?" wherein we are using this as a plan or an intent. We also say, "My design is ready," which is to be using the term as a finished outcome. We also say, "What is the design?" a generic term for a policy or a concept. And we also say, "Let's design it." It's more from doing perspective. Design began with the skill designers have learned over the decades in their quest to match human needs. Design thinking takes the next step, which is to put these tools in the hands of people who may have never thought of themselves as designers and apply them in life. Design thinking creates a combination of doing the right thing and doing the thing right. Let me repeat it. Design thinking creates a combination of doing the right thing and doing the thing right. Or simply put, what design thinking does is it creates value, which is value creation, add value capture into it, which will give you an edge over the others. And before moving forward to tell you in detail what design thinking is, let us also understand what design thinking is not. Design thinking is not a miracle cure. However, it can certainly help. Design thinking is not design. It captures the qualities of designers and can help motivate and engage you and your ecosystem. Design thinking is not a quick fix. It takes time to implement and should not be forced. Design thinking is not a guarantee of success. It is a complement to improve communication, collaboration, and consensus building. And mind you, design thinking is a method, not a magic, and the entire method revolves around being human-centric. An important aspect of design thinking is the notion that everyone can learn how to use it for innovation purposes. However, there are considerable differences between large organizations and startups. The differences between startups and large organizations mean that the uses and the challenges of design thinking applied to startups will be different too. They might face barriers such as limited capital and human resources, and less formal product development and innovation process that characterize small and medium-sized firms. Now, how do startups use design thinking? Design thinking is an essential ability to combine empathy, creativity, and rationality to meet users' needs and drive business success. The term design has traditionally been associated with the product's aesthetics and visual expression. In industries where the products consist of design, such as fashion, interior, architectural design, it is becoming increasingly common to relate design to the ability to solve complex issues, also commonly referred as wicked problems. The expanding use of design have resulted in a need for a way to categorize the different types of design applications. The design ladder developed by Danish Design Center is a scale developed to measure the level of design activities in businesses. The design ladder that measures how the design is used in the organization. Level 1 talks about non-design companies, which rarely use design or designers no role in the organization at all. Level 2. These organizations look at design from purely styling and other aesthetic purposes. And another characteristic is that design is often applied as an add-on. These companies are typically product-oriented companies. Level 3 companies, wherein these companies use design as an organization's process, includes design and designers from the start in any new process. Level 4, which is the highest level, design is an integral part of strategy and part of management decisions. The discussion of design thinking has been mostly associated with the design activities on the top at level 4 or level 3. The discussion of design thinking has been mostly associated with the design activities on the top. At level 3, design is a process, and level 4, design as a strategy. The design ladder model is useful for understanding the distinctions between the different concepts of design and showing how design thinking is related to design. Design thinking is claimed to be a novel and creative approach for organizations to achieve a competitive advantage through improved offerings and customer experiences, or transforming a firm into a dynamic and flexible entity. Now let me share with you the difference between traditional way of doing things and the design thinking way. In no way it undermines the traditional methods. It only talks about the difference which comes in when you start using design thinking. In the traditional methods, we would find out what is the right answer, but in design thinking, we find out what is the right question. In traditional method, we talk of proven processes which can be repeatable. In design thinking, we talk of becoming more intuitive. In traditional method, we design for, and in design thinking, we design with. For traditional methods, we think for insight. In design thinking, we build for insight, and we'll cover that in detail when we talk of prototype. In traditional method, we tell more, and in design thinking, we listen more. In traditional methodology, we are struck inside. In design thinking, we get outside of the building, we talk to the customers, we observe. In traditional methodology, we focus on data, and in design thinking, we add stories. In traditional methods, it is all about events, and in design thinking, it's all about experiences. In traditional methodology, we talk about facts. In design thinking, we talk about feelings, we talk about experience. In traditional methodology, it could be siloed, but design thinking mandatorily creates a collaborative atmosphere.